Okay, so now that we have a PaintPot or other app that's ready to share with the world, we need to build the APK. Now, as that is building, I'm going to create a folder in my Google Drive that I know I'm not going to get rid of. So make it really obvious by making a new folder and let's say important files do not delete. A message to yourself that you have files in here that are needed elsewhere. And so you do not want to get rid of that. So this is where we're going to upload the APK that we're building right now. Now, as we're building the APK, you can see when it gets here, you want to go over and make sure that you've got your name where the app name is. Make absolutely sure that you have an icon right here. That has to be there. And your titles at the top. It should say what the name of the app is and your name as well. Shouldn't just say screen 1. So this QR code that we have right here is only good for 2 hours. So we're making a QR code that is going to be functional longer. So let's download that APK. And it's in our downloads folder, but it doesn't have a really good name. You really need to keep track of which version this is. So if you do see something that you try and change later, you can tell which one is the good one. So put your name in there as well. Now that's the file that we want people to be able to get, but it's here in our downloads folder. People can't get to it there, so we're going to go to this important files do not delete and upload that file. Now by default, this is not available to everyone. So you can right click and get to the share options, or you can click on the little share person right here. And right now you can see it's restricted to people on this list, just me right now. And it's only going to work here at NEISD. So click on that and do it again and change it so that anyone with this link will be able to get to it. So let's look at it again. Okay, anyone with this link can view, and we're going to copy it. So now we need to make that into an actual QR code. There are lots of ways of doing that. Let me back up here. I have useful resources here where I've got a link to one of them. It's the QR code generator. So if you're Googling it, just look for the word "the" at the beginning. It works really well. We've got a lot of different kinds of QR codes we can make. If you make one out of your phone number, when somebody scans it, the phone itself will say, hey, do you want me to dial this number? We have a link, a URL, and we're going to paste that in there. You can see that the QR code changed. And that's the one you want to put on your portfolio. If we download this, make sure you're making the QR code name something that makes sense. So put the date in there. If you make any changes, all the QR codes look exactly the same. So you need to be able to tell exactly which version this is. Whatever that. All right. So now we also have a PNG. If I go back and look in that folder, you can see this is the QR code that you are going to want to put on your portfolio. But if you just put that, nobody's going to want to download that. You need to make it so that people know what it is they're getting. So one way to do that is to take a screenshot on the tablet, and you can see when it's plugged in with the wire, it's right there, Kindle Fire. You can go to the pictures, and there's the screenshots. Everyone knows how to take screenshots on these devices, power and volume down generally, and here's a screenshot that I took that shows the app being used. Now, the thing is, we can make a video of this very, very easily as well. We have screen recorders on many of our tablets here, and you can see how easy it is to just copy the file over after you record yourself drawing on it, changing the options, whatever the case may be. You copy this over to your project folder, upload it, put that next to the QR code along with the description, and people are much more likely to want to download it and try it out.